Neptune Wrestling Classic coming up. The 112-pound final. Scott Dupont of Howell on the right, wrestling Terry Malave of Long Branch. Malave in the green and white of the Green Wave. Dupont in Howell's blue.
A pair of region qualifiers from a year ago meeting here.
Dupont, just a junior. He's been an outstanding wrestler for Doug Bauer's Rebels the last 2 years. Hit the scene as a freshman, came on last year. District 21 champion, and 21-1 record overall was Dupont. Malave of Long Branch spins behind for a 2-point takedown. A 2-0 lead here in the 112-pound final.
He's got the cradle lock. Malave has the cradle lock.
Yeah, with that leg in there, though, it's going to be tough to pull Dupont back. This is just one of a number of outstanding matchups we've got coming up. Malave and Dupont, two good wrestlers, really earned their way into the finals. Dupont with a pin, a technical fall, and a 5-3 decision. He was the top seed. Malave with a pin, a 10-1 win, and a 7-2 win. There was a stalemate called on that last move, so we'll go back to this position, the referee's position, and start again with Malave leading 2-0. Howell with the lead in the team standings, 138 to 130 over Malave as we started the final round. Dupont trying to come up and work for a reversal. Still in Malave's control.
No back points.
Danny Lee is the referee, along with John Gabrielli. Gabrielli closest to you in that picture. Three veteran officials working the Neptune finals. At the end of the first period, Long Branch's Terry Malave leading Howell's Scott Dupont 2-0. Howell coach Doug Bauer,
assisted by Mike Baraki. And that's Long Branch coach Billy George. And his assistant Eddie Bellina, himself a former Green Wave standout and winner here at Neptune.
Dupont starts the second period on top. Malave quickly reverses him for 2 points and a 4-0 lead.
Real sloppy there by Dupont. Didn't come with any hand control whatsoever, and Malave was just able to slip out and go behind for the 2.
Malave also looked like he had a pretty good ride going on Dupont here, and looks to be the fresher of the two wrestlers at this point, at any rate. Let's see what Dupont can come up with off the whistle. This would be the third bout of the day for these wrestlers. The Neptune Classic, a 2-day event starting out on Friday night, with the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals on Saturday. That's been a format that's worked pretty well for this championship event.
Yes, it has. And this year, Saturday morning, they added a wrestleback round for the preliminary round losers to give them a second bout to make it worth their while to come here. I think it was greatly appreciated by the coaches and the fans.
Dupont able to get to his feet, but Malave maintaining control. He leads 4-0 with 1:10 left in the second period of this 112-pound final. And just as they add wrestlebacks to the Neptune Classic, didn't they eliminate them from the state tournament this year?
Yes, they did. The programs committee of the NJSAAA eliminated the 5th and 6th places from the state championship, a move which was greatly disappointing to the Coaches Association.
They like to see their wrestlers have a chance to go for some of those medals, I'm sure.
Well, Mark, the big concern by the programs committee was that a wrestler could potentially lose 3 times in the state tournament on his final day of wrestling. They felt that was educationally unsound. I don't necessarily agree with it, because at least you got something for your efforts. Now, if you lose in the semifinals and lose in the consolations, you go home with nothing.
Malave still leading Dupont 4-0. And there's a warning on Malave on top, who had been content this period just to ride Dupont with a good hard ride, but now he's warned for stalling. Got to try to work some type of pinning combination in there.
John Gabrielli signaling to the Neptune corner that he was riding the ankle and not working up.
Malave of Long Branch controlling Howell's Scott Dupont. 30 seconds left in the second period. Important match here for the Rebels also from the team standpoint as they look to win the team championship. If Dupont could come up with a victory over Malave, that would give the Rebels a couple more important team points. Manalapan has 5 wrestlers in the finals, and the Braves could still possibly come from behind to win this team title. Right near the out-of-bounds line with 4 seconds left, so they'll come back to the middle of the match, middle of the mat. Malave got the reversal early and has been able to ride Dupont for the rest of the second period. And we'll go to the third period with Terry Malave of Long Branch leading Scott Dupont of Howell 4-0.
Terry. Okay. All right.
Bill George of Long Branch with some words for his wrestlers as Doug Bauer looks on, and we'd like to see Scott Dupont come out of this bottom position. And there's 1 point awarded to Dupont because Malave is ruled to have been stalling.
Malave was out to the side, Mark, but he was only had that inside ride, which isn't technically a pinning combination, so Danny Lee hit him with another stalling call.
Now Dupont is given the escape by Malave. That makes the score 4-2. And Malave working for a takedown. Has the takedown and picking up some back points right here. 3 near fall points for Terry Malave. Makes it 9-2. 1 point escape for Dupont. And Malave with another takedown and more back points here in the 112-pound final. And has the pin. The pin coming at 4:38. Terry Malave of Long Branch winning over top-seeded Scott Dupont of Howell.
Malave just seemed to overpower him with those upper body moves, and then able to put him away when he got his shoulder blades down.
So a good effort by Terry Malave of Long Branch. They'll present the awards now to the 103-pound medal winners. Tournament director Joe Bongiovanni there in the white sweater will hand out the medals. Future opponents be warned about that. Here are the medalists in the 112-pound division.
Mike, congratulations.
Mike Ware of Oakcrest finishing 3rd.
Second place, Scott Dupont of Howell.
Scott Dupont of Howell made it to the finals.
Hey, Scott, nice job. Season's still young. Got the whole season to go.
And finishes 2nd. And the champion at 112, Terry Malave.
This year as you did last year, and you're right up there with the best of them. Great job, Terry.
Tournament director Joe Bongiovanni handing out the hardware. Terry Malave of Long Branch pinning Dupont at 4:38 in the 112-pound final. Well, we should have a good one coming up here, Joe. The only meeting in the finals between